Hello and welcome to the Handy Capable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hello, my lovelies, my beauties, my royalties. Take that deep breath, let all the stress out. Think about your goal. And maybe, like with my other channel, I'm going to be working on this exercise, but maybe list baby steps for you to get to your goal. And when I say baby, I mean little itty bitty baby steps. Maybe even cut one of the baby steps into even more baby steps because sometimes that can help encourage, especially if you're in a dark place or depressed or people keep knocking you down or telling you certain things that's just making you feel defeated. So, yeah, just maybe try it. Like, it's just an idea. Don't have to follow my advice because remember, like, I'm a nobody. Okay, yeah. I. It's really crazy though because I've really noticed how with some of my videos and some of the topics and things I say, it's like a lot of colonizers try to write me sometimes and they try to say I don't know what I'm talking about and or I'm ignorant or stupid or I'm a reverse racist or whatever. But then a week, a month, or even 6 months, or even a year later, I hear one of the progressive leftist, liberal, Democrat white men say almost the same exact thing as I did. And tons of views, and oh, you're so right. Oh, that's so amazing. Yes, you're right on point. And oh, I never thought of that, especially when they're talking like when they finally sometimes defend Black women or minorities and things like that. When they say it, that's a great point. Oh, I never thought of that. Oh, that's so good. Like, but yeah, when a Black woman, though, oh, you could talk about race too much. There's no more racism. Get over it. Oh, we're just going through a little peak. We're only going through some hard times. Like, whatever. It hasn't been bad all this time. It's just because of who's in the White House. See, that gets on my nerves when certain like people who think they're underground railroad types, they're really colonizers because they're that ignorant, they're that naive when they have the gall to say it's only because of who's in the White House. No, it's because of the people outside of the White House. It's because of the people who voted for him. It takes people to get someone into the White House. And especially with the electoral voting process, it shows. And me being from a purple state, mm, mm. And especially with, I'm going to be talking about this. Maybe I might record this one tomorrow, but it's really crazy how many men, especially white men, would tell me that I'm dumb and stupid for voting. That why do women care about voting? It's stupid, it's dumb. And then they, like, I've had men like brag that my boys and I, none of us vote. We don't care. We don't waste our time. Like some men have said they don't spend, and some have said they don't waste their time with that kind of stuff. And either they ask me, why do I waste my time with that? Or they try to tell me, oh, you need to be feminine. See, that's why you don't have a man because you're not feminine enough. Real women don't talk about that, they don't bring it up. And at the same time, we have, oh, okay, because I'm going to start. Okay, first, sorry. Get that hot tea out. Get the boiling hot, scorching hot petty tea. And if you like it cold, hold the ice because ice is a hot mess in these streets right now. Be careful out there. And I know like one of my last episodes, because I think I'm going to have the one about the Knicks fans up first. I know some people are like, oh my gosh, it's like, I'm surprised with that episode. And yes, I know, like, some people are gonna think that like, okay, I might even sound a little bit like Fox News, and I don't. Mm, it's just whenever destruction and things go on, I'm gonna try my best to remember, because yes, like it's late at night right now, but I'm gonna try my best to attach some of the videos. And even like Jimmy Kimmel, like he showed some of the videos and clips of the fans and the destruction. And I just kept seeing a lot of minorities, a lot of minorities. It's like, this is why the red states think the way they do. Even though it's like, as I was looking and like watching, it's like you could see a lot of the colonizer like complexion people, we're doing a lot of the stuff. And also, like, sometimes when the colonizer complexion people start stuff, then some of my people, especially, and people of color too, but oh, the black people, sometimes they're like, "Ooh, I can top that." It's like, because the masculinity, the patriarchy, the men want to keep over, like, oh, you can knock that light pole over. I'm gonna light a school bus on fire. What? What? Like, and this is why in that last episode I was talking about, like, instead of destruction, why don't we build? Because to me, I'm like, that will show the manliness, that will show true masculinity. But yeah, like, I'm gonna show articles and videos and stuff, but a lot of people were getting arrested and school buses were getting burned, and it's just like, the city's gonna have to pay for this. And it's like, why would you want the country and the world to see you like this? Because especially, they're going to aim the cameras at the not white people. Especially, some people are going to be like, that's not true. Look at a lot of the footage. I can't, like, almost like whenever they showed the footage, especially off the Republican, like it was like sometimes you saw the Caucasian people chipping in and stuff, but yeah. So okay, but back to, yeah, it's like I started, I brushed on the whole Riley game, because yeah, this is gonna be a river of racism athlete edition type of episode, and I'm gonna have a lot of evidence, a lot of, yeah, it's gonna be one of those. And so yeah, you know what? I connected that really well, because the Knicks, and now it's all sports, all, yeah, and river racism, because it's like this young woman, I don't care for at all. I don't like her. I don't like, she disgusts me. Her ignorance just and I'm gonna post some things, some links for my Patreon, because I wanted to look at, like, especially specific sports, like with the fighting and everything, that, like, those sports or whatever, because when it comes to NASCAR and fighting and golf and different things, African Americans, we're used to the racism, like the athletes being racist against us and putting us down and telling us either we don't belong, or we're, or well, and then also you have to look at with some other athletes who, in order to bank or make money, they targeted the LGBTQ plus community. And I think that's one reason why, oh, and happy Pride Month, my beautiful people. But I think this is one reason why a lot of Black women is like, we support and we're allies to LGBTQ plus, because even though our battles are different, they're very similar, and we get hated on so much. And sometimes, especially Black women, we get targeted and put down and degraded in a way where they try to place us with LGBTQ plus. Yeah, now you know where I'm going with this too. And but they try to do it as a negative, when those who are LGBTQ plus, they're beautiful, wonderful people. They're human beings. Okay? They're living their lives, and like you're gonna put them down for trying to be their genuine self. it's, but it's like a lot of Republicans, it's like they're so conservative at a certain point until they cheat on their wife, or until they, or and sometimes cheat on their wife with a man in some cases, or have threesomes and things. And but then all of a sudden it's okay because the patriarchy, and as long as they have God to forgive them, then it's okay. And oh, also when they pay women to get an abortion and stuff, when they make a mistake and impregnate the woman they cheated on, yeah. But then they want to, So okay, but Riley Gaines did that whole commercial thing, and I have a lot of questions. Yeah, I'm gonna get to Josh Hawkett. I don't like, is it Hawkett or Hokett or whichever? Like, he didn't respect Mrs. Obama, so I don't need to care how I say his name. Okay, so yeah. Or you know what? I'll just say Josh because I really don't care about his surname. I could not care less. But okay, we'll start with Riley though. Because since I've done promotional modeling, and since I have done a little bit of voiceover work, I have so many questions. Because one, what is Patriot Cellular? And yeah, I could look it up, but I'll look it up with chat and I'll add the link and stuff. And so when it's up, if I and I'll look up the website and things like, but I don't want to give them credit with the website. So okay, no, I'll just ask ChatGPT. So yeah, because I don't want tons of people going to them and then basically like, because remember, my master's or my MBA is internet marketing, and I don't want to help market their company. No. Especially if you're gonna have a spokesmodel, maybe I don't know her title. Maybe she wasn't a spokes. See, okay, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself because yeah, okay. First, is this company for profit? Because I think they are. I think they even said, or TYT Sports. I think the host said that they are for profit. So if they're for profit and not a nonprofit, and Riley said that she's not getting paid, she's not getting anything out of it. If this company's for profit, why in the world are you doing it? Like, are you a volunteer? And why are you a volunteer? That's what I have a question on. And then also, as a nonprofit or not getting paid or getting paid, there was no contract and or training, or because even if not training, a script or a bullet point for you to audition and practice, or when I say audition, like even do like trial runs, like they'll email you what they need you to say at home, and you do some practice runs and send it to them back. And then they'll either say, oh, can you put more emphasis, or can you do have a happier tone or tone it down, and things like that. So then when you're coming into the studio, then they'll be like, okay, we're all set. You already know what is going to be said or what is needed to be said, and you know the dialect and how we need you to say it. You know the key words within the framing, because it that was just really odd to me. And yes, I've only done, I think, 4 or 5 voiceovers. So I am not like the like, I have been debating getting back into it though. I have. And one of my favorite, I think he's a TikToker, but he is a nerd, black nerd. He encourages reading. He had this whole, like, I talked about his efforts to fundraise for phonics and reading and things like that earlier this year. And I've been watching him for like a year and a half or 2 years. But oh my gosh, he's such a sweetheart. And I don't know, it's like sometimes when Okay, this is gonna be a dating nightmare episode, but I will be talking about how so many men they try to impress me with like certain aspects or their height or inches or whatever. You know what I'm talking about with the inches or whatever. And that they think that's what being a man is. And with my research right now, there's about 5 or 6 men trying to talk to me, but all of them, or nearly all of them, have already told me their height and their inches. And they're upset that I'm not just, oh my gosh, yeah, I want to go out with you, I want to meet you. And 2 or 3 of them have like Mo. Yeah, if you've been looking at the screenshots on my Patreon, you already know about Mo. Yeah, Mo has already asked me, I think 4 or 5 times, and I'm not even playing in one night. In one night. In one night. And that's hilarious because if you know about Mo, you would know why that's just so crazy. But yeah, anyway, anyway. So back to Riley Gaines and stuff like so she wasn't given a script or any of the expectations, and she came in like literally asking which part of the Republican scheme or the Republican like bullet points that so many, because this kind of reminds me of what Elon Musk baby mama has been talking about, because she goes around, because when Riley Gaines, she kept asking like what points and asking for so much direction. It reminds me of how a lot of the Republicans, or how Elon Musk baby mama, how she said how they're literally directed on what to say and how to say it, and how like all at the same time they'll all talk about the mansion, or not the mansion, the ballroom. Sorry, like yeah, he wants like the ballroom's going to be the size of a mansion basically. But yeah, it's like they text like talk about this, tweet about this, make videos on this, and talk about this demographic, talk about this Republican, or dog out this Democrat, stuff like that. And that's the kind of feel that I got from Riley Gaines. Like, you literally had to feed her. Exactly, because that's what I feel like that's what she's used to. That's just in my opinion, but I feel like she's so used to having the information fed to her. Her not having her own original thought or idea. And with some of the other influencers or the products she's influenced, especially during like for COVID, some of those videos were harsh. I was just like, what? Really? 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 But it just really showed me a lot. And so, yeah, I I'm wondering, is it nonprofit? Why wasn't she given a script or any type of like guidance or material or direction before coming into that day? And especially like when she got in, she kept asking. And it's like, or maybe, I don't know if they kept repeating part of it, but she was just like, so what are the points again? And they had to keep saying the first, the second. And then I think part of it was like the women's rights and like basically losing our rights and stuff like that and things. And it was just to the point where, honey, aren't these are the same things you've been going around and everything? And I'm kind of surprised the bathrooms aren't on that list, and or just yeah, I don't know. But anyway. So now I'm gonna move on over because I can talk about her any day, anytime. But no, now we're gonna just talk about Josh. I don't need to say his last name because whatever. And don't forget to check out my Patreon because I talk about River of Racism. I have like screenshots and stuff for days. And I still have so many more to upload and everything. It's kind of scary how many more I have to upload. But I will do it because I want the world and I want people to realize what black women have known. I mean, well, okay, at least 92% of the black women. And 85% of the black men, it's like, oh, but yeah, check that out because I have River of Racism. I have Dating Nightmares. Oh my God, the Dating Nightmares. Interest, like, especially when it comes to Republican white men. Oh, how many times have I been called the N word and the B word? And it's like, yeah. And how many times have they tried to tell me that I'm not really black or I don't act? Yeah, yeah. Just go check that out. So, and it's $2 a month because I want it accessible for people with disabilities and everything like that. So, but okay. Anyways, back to Josh. Like, I don't know why some people are acting like they're surprised. Some people are acting like they're surprised. Like I just said, like, black women, we knew this, we know this. We get put down, torn down, dehumanized all of the time. We know there's so many people who don't like us, care about us. They don't think we're beautiful just because of the color of our skin or because our hair like defeats gravity and everything like that. They don't think that's pretty. They don't think that's beautiful. And but then it's like you have some colonizing women. Oh, they'll get that tan, they'll get the lip filler, they'll get the tush filler, like even some that ended up with concrete in there. Hello. Mm-mm. But and then they'll get the clip-ins and the sew-ins and things like that. But they get and then also sometimes even locks and braids. But then they people applaud them. But then when we do it, yeah. But for this man, and I don't even want to call him a man, but I mean he's over 18. I respect him that much for Mrs. Obama because I know she's been so mature and amazing and a leader and a triumphant woman. Something that this man will never understand. And even with that, ladies, when you go on dates, now you have more questions you can ask these men, especially Zennial women. Zennial, come on, Generation Z. Ask your dates if they watch Joe Rogan. Ask them. Because if they say yes, ask, what do you think of him not countering or having Mrs. Obama's back after Josh had the nerve to call her a man? I mean, yeah, it's like if you care more about if he's cute or how many, like how tall and how many inches, then you might want to skip that question. And some of you might even try to just save that until the next date, if you know what I'm saying. But it's important to ask because if they don't care how, like, because, okay, he's the host of like the one of the biggest podcasts out in America. Millions of people listen and are uplifted and like because even Alyssa from The View says she likes his show. And like that's one reason I don't care for her. Oddly enough, yeah, her birthday just passed too. But yeah, there's so many episodes where I'm just like, okay, she's more tolerable than most Republicans, but then she opens her mouth. And I know there's a couple of my friends, they're just like, oh, but you like Anna. There's, see, Anna is like, yeah, she's one of those cool Republicans where I'm like, okay, I get why you're a Republican. And you have common sense. And you like, because speaking of athletes and stuff like that in New York and the Knicks, the MVP went on The View and stuff like that. And it, I don't know. It was, to me, it was just kind of odd with the reason why Alyssa was convinced to go take a picture with him. It's like, One of them said, "Oh yeah, he's hot." I'm like, "What? That really? That's the like not because he's talented, not because he's the captain and the MVP and he was a genuine amazing leader of the team, not because he broke records, not because he made history. It's like just because he's like and but then I think about the dating and how a lot of these men are like sometimes I'm like, why are you interested in me? And oh yeah, Mo, like he said because of my complexion and my eyes and something else about my looks or appearance. And so many men, like, oh, because like you have a large chest or you're light skinned, you're red bone. It's like the things they were saying, it was like to me it was just disgusting. 'Cause it's like I'm trying to like literally I'm like, okay, well I'm trying to get to know them, asking them questions. Oh, you can find that out when you meet me face to face. You can ask me that after you like, oh, especially when I ask who did you vote for. You can ask me that after you kiss me. Oh heck no. And so if they don't answer the Joe Rogan question, or if they try to stumble or say it doesn't matter, it matters. And if they don't answer, that says a lot. Because one thing I've really noticed is a lot of men who don't answer the political questions on dating apps. A lot of them are conservative. And I know this because before I was dating and now even now, because I've had today I had it happen. I asked 5 or 6 men, who did you vote for? Because they skipped it. But and I don't match with the men, or I don't like I only swipe right in when I have a folder or get a notification the guy likes me majority of the time. Some of the apps I have to swipe, but some of them when I don't, I only swipe depending. Okay, anyways, people are gonna be like, I don't give a crap. So, but today I had quite a few in my one of the folders in the dating app or whatever, and so many of them skipped the political part. And so each one, I asked, who did you vote for? And some of them, oh, they had attitude. They were upset. And they were just like, if that's what you think makes a man, when I'm black and a woman, and we've got colonizing white women going around saying, "Oh well, I got the chance to vote, but I don't care if my daughter gets to vote. She's going to hopefully she's going to marry a Christian man anyway." And or the only reason I vote is to cancel a Democrat woman's vote. And it was like instead of just like they say women should stay home and not vote, but then they're going to go out and vote in order to take away women who do want to vote, who do have a voice and opinion and their own opinion, not just the opinion of what their husband does. Because a lot of the Republican women I know, they literally vote based off of what their husband says. Their husband tells them what to do and who to vote for. And that reminds me of a commercial that I saw like right before the Kamala and the Orange Man election. Oh, well, I can't believe the poorly educated we have around here. But with Josh and Riley Gaines, and I'll probably have a part two, but like maybe not a part two, but I'll talk about this in a different aspect. It just shows how a lot of the athletes, and then with Joe Rogan, it shows how people don't care about us, especially black women. They won't defend us. So they'll think it's funny. The orange man thought it was funny. Yeah, it's like I'll bring him up a little bit. It's disgusting. It's like the way that they talk about like our low IQ, and then they want to say so many awful, terrible, degrading, disgusting, ignorant things to the point where it's like they think it's funny. And they want to call one of the most amazing African American women a man. Really? Thank you so much for listening to the Handy Capable Black Women Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handy capable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too, and I will have a part too.